I'm watching the parade yesterday with the Denver Nuggets. Now, I want to say this. I know it won't be received this way. This isn't an indictment of the Denver Nuggets or the city of Denver. This is really kind of a compilation of the last 15 or 20 years. And there's a performance drinking phenomenon that we have when we get to these parades. And societal views on drinking are relaxed. Like we look at this and we're like, yeah, that's kind of funny. Look at those guys stumbling. Klay Thompson nearly falling down, knocking down a woman. Or Michael Malone up there at the microphone. There was a woman who fell off the stage at the Rams celebration. Like, they're just things that happen. And I know that we can kind of look at them and go, oh, that's kind of funny. Or, boy, they turned out for Denver or, a Detroit Red Wings parade. It could be any team. I just think we're kind of teetering on the brink of something here. And something bad, and that's what I worry about. Nobody looks good the day after they've been drinking. If somebody shows you a video and you're like, man, I was having a great time, and then you see the video and you go, yikes. Now, that's your personal preference. And I said this up front, I'm going to be a buzzkill. I just think at some point we have to have an understanding of what is celebratory and what is overindulging. And, making sure the players get home, the coaches get home. And I know what it sounds like. Oh, my God, what an old man. Get off my lawn. Then I'm that guy. We're just relaxed and a little too relaxed. And I just hope that we never have to go, yep, you were right about this. But I watched yesterday, Alex Ovechkin, he was gone for a few days. Capitals won. Great story. Oh, look at Ovechkin. He's hammered. Okay. If somebody is taking care of him, fine. It's all about the kids. We're worried about kids hearing language. And then you got coaches and players who get on the microphone and they're dropping F-bombs, saying whatever they want to say. Kids are watching how their idols, their team, celebrating. I know I'm a buzzkill, but I'll be that buzzkill. It just feels like it's, Tom Brady throwing the Super Bowl trophy from one boat to another. Now, he was helped home, but he looked like he had, suffered a concussion. But if you go back, the Patriots, they had the boat, Gronk, everybody having a good time. But are we missing what we're supposed to be doing in getting together to celebrate a championship? Does everybody have to be hammered? Caldwell Pope with double-fisted. I get it. I know if you're a fan, you're like, man, they're like us. They're having fun. I love that. Hopefully, this never comes to fruition where we have a day where we're talking about something bad that's happened. But our views were relaxed on this. And I worry about that. Yeah, Paul.
I think the phrase you used that stuck out was performance drinking, because parades have been going on forever, and these are people who drink and party and have a good time. And if you go, I've been to parades, and they seem like they're having a good time, but it never really felt wild. They never felt wild, and now it feels like I'm going to get on camera and outdo J.R. Smith. I'm going to outdo Gronk, and I'm going to have 3 beers instead of 2 pounding in my face. And again, we're not prudes, but it just, man, like that incident with Matthew Stafford and the wasn't there a photographer?
Yeah, she fell off. I think she broke her back.
I'm sure that was not related to drinking all the
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't.
There's just, it just feels like it's teetering. I just wonder what commissioners think. And they don't want to be the buzzkills, but it feels like they can't love it.
But I don't know when it started. I mean, I go back. I remember when the Mets won the World Series back in 1969. I was like, nobody was hammered. They were on a parade float. And then all of a sudden, well, you got to have more than that. But when did that happen, where all of a sudden it was like a parade's not good enough, or a victory speech, or everybody comes out, now it's got to be over the top? Yes, Eden.
Well, it kind of feels like Gronk became a celebrity for crushing beers, not for being the greatest tight end ever. You know what I mean? It was more about his antics and like, hey, you guys You guys going to crush a bunch of beers with your brothers too? Or what? How many beers are you guys going to drink? He kind of rose to celebrity because of his antics.
But I thought that was a one-off because there's one Gronk. But then all of a sudden, it felt like, hey, I'm going to get on camera. This is how I can get on camera. And I'm just like you. I'm pounding beers. I'm crushing them off my forehead. Whatever those things are. I just worried about it. And once again, this isn't an indictment. It should not be perceived as an indictment on the Nuggets. It just kind of reminded me yesterday when I'm watching that. That's not pretty. It's not. Like, okay, those guys are stumbling and not able to speak clearly, coherently. I can go to a bar and see that. It just feels like if you're not in that condition, then you're letting people down. It's just performance drinking. Camera's on me. I'm going to chug it. And that's kind of what stood out yesterday. Michael Malone, Nuggets head coach, at the parade yesterday.
Is Brucey B going anywhere? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hey, we running the back. We running the back. Hell yeah. Come on. Get loud. Get loud.
That's Coach.
We sure?
Yep, that's Coach.
Hell no.
He also had this to say about the Joker padding his stats.
You guys know he stat pads, right? And you guys know he didn't win a third in a row MVP because the voters didn't want to vote for him. This guy right here is an amazing player, but I hope you all know him, Natalia, their daughter, their brothers, their family, they are a huge part of Denver. So let's give it up for Nikola Jokic.
All right. Yes, he.
Yeah, in that first soundbite, Coach was who's the character in The Wire who was like the mayor?
Oh,
like Clay. The guy who would go shoot.
Clay Davis.
I'll say shoot instead of the real word.
Yeah.
He was 2 seconds away from going shoot.
Yeah. Yes, Marv.
There was some James and Virginia vibes right there.
He's appreciating Funk Day on the show.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Paulie.
That wasn't Michael Malone. That was Mick Malone.
Yeah.
Mick Malone gets after it.
Mickey Malone.
Mickey's your boy.
Yeah.
Like Clay Davis from The Wire.
Yeah, Marv.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he goes by Michael because I'm sure people called him White Mike.
Growing up
on
the playground.
Oh, there was always one white dude. His name was Mike.
Yeah, I'll take White Mike on my team.
I'll take White Mike. Like he's the only dude. He's the only white guy here, but he's White Mike.
Let me hear Michael Malone again. Mick Malone again.
Is Brucey B going anywhere? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hey, we running the back. We running the back. Hell yeah. Come on. Get loud. Get loud.
All right.
Where's that accent from? Is he from like New York or?
No, it's Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly talked to him.
I think he grew up in New Jersey or something.
Yeah. He got a little twang to we gonna run him back. Yeah, Marvin.
If you ever seen the movie The Other Guys with Will Ferrell, when Will Ferrell's character turns into Gator, he's like, Gator's going to be wearing Jimmy's. Like, that's exact. You guys got to just Google if you haven't seen it.
There's like no punctuation yesterday. Zero.
Get in front of a microphone, in front of a big arena. All of a sudden, we all become preachers.
I haven't even won all of my games yet. We're going to run this shit back.
Get loud.
Man.
Oh,
Come on, man.
it's a men's game, man.
Fireball. Brought to you by Fireball.
Here I am saying I'm bothered by it, but I'm laughing at it, you know? But it's one of those where it feels like I remember talking to Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Fame reliever, and he said that he was shown a video of him, I think at a wedding, and he stopped drinking because he saw himself and he's like, oh my God, look at me. We're never as funny. We're never as good as we think we are when we've been drinking. And the parade is great. I loved it. I just want to make sure that we don't have something bad that happens. Okay? It's not about the Nuggets. It's not about Denver. It's about parades in general. For the most part, it's harmless until it isn't. And I just hope we don't get there. And I don't even know what you can do now. Everything in moderation, that doesn't happen at these parades. Yes, Todd.
Does Coach watch that back and feel proud? Thinks that's cool? He's embarrassed, mortified? What would you think?
What do you think?
I would think he'd be a little more on the embarrassed side.
I don't know. He might be like, hey, I had a great time. It's a one-off. I did my job. We won a championship. I celebrated, maybe a little too hard. We did reach out to the Nuggets. They said that Coach Malone said that he was not going to have any interviews for a while.
He wouldn't be able to, it sounds like, for a couple
Probably
of days.
not.
We're winning this one again next year. No cap.
Yeah.
No cap.
No cap.
Okay.
Here's Michael Malone again.
Is Brucey B going anywhere? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hey, we running the back. We running the back. Oh, yeah. Come on. Get loud.
We're dumbing.
Yeah, Paul.
Imagine like they go to training camp this year and Bruce Brown is holding out the players just referring to there. And the local reporter goes, Coach, when you said, hell nah, Bruce Brown ain't going nowhere. What did you mean by that? You know, like bring back quotes from the thing?
Yeah, I wonder if Bruce Brown's going to be there next year because he's going to get a pretty good offer there. Just saying. Yes, Todd.
And if the Nuggets, for some reason, don't have an amazing season or they go on some losing streak or don't get anywhere near the finals, that clip is just sitting there for everyone to play with
I
over
don't
and
think
over again.
anybody cares about that. The only one who really, it came back to haunt them is when the Heat had their introductory press conference. Not one, not two, not three.
They're dancing
Yeah.
up there. Like,
That was like Boys to Men. And you're going, come, slow down. They didn't even win a title the first year. Not one, not two. That's the only one. You know, Pat Riley has, famously done that with the three-peat. But I don't think anybody's going to go, hey, Coach, you guaranteed that you guys were going to win the title and you guys bowed out in the second round. I don't think anybody's going to bring that back. I don't remember usually what it is said at these parades. That one, just because of his voice, and it didn't sound like him. Like he's measured when he goes to the press conference. I told these guys that they got to want it more than the other team. They got out hustled. They didn't want it as bad as anybody else. And then you juxtapose that with,
Is Brucey B going anywhere? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hey, we running the back. We running the back. Oh, yeah. Come on. Get loud.
get out. All right. That's how I'd love for him to sound at press conferences. That'd be entertaining.
You got to get Clay Davis to show up on the sideline next year, though.
Can you get a clip of Clay Davis on the wire?
How do you want me to edit that
You
out?
just have to bleep it.
We've kind of said it 1,000 times
Yeah.
already at this point. I don't know
Yeah.
that.
If you just don't complete the word, you're good.
Yeah.
Because we're saying is SHEET.
Yeah.
The
Like
actor
a sheet of paper.
Isaiah Whitlock Jr. played Clay Davis. He's great.